Okay, you see this lawn boy up here on the curb. There were two of them. I've got one of them back here, but I had to sort some things out. So here's the other one. Two lawn boys on the curb, and these are the same model. This one has some kind of extra feature though. I'm not sure what this thing is. This one doesn't have it. I'm guessing that one doesn't need it. But these are interesting looking things. This has got 4.5 horsepower, 2-cycle. That's a 2-cycle engine. It's probably the same thing. Aluminum decks. Decks are cool. Okay, looking at both these a little bit further, this one has a very loose pull cord, and I noticed that somebody has been in here doing something with it because these screws are backed out, and they're in there, but they're backed out. And then I've got an extra screw laying here on the deck. I noticed that when I picked it up, but I didn't notice this. I'm just going to go and back them out. See what... Oh, I've got to take this thing off of here and see what's up. Looks like maybe somebody was trying to fix that recoil. I mean, I see no reason why it wouldn't work. It did turn over. I tried to turn it over and it did. So. Well, I say that. Pretty sure it was turning over. This whole shroud with the gas tank comes up, and okay, there's no fuel line. It's heavy though, like there's gas in it. Spark plug's off. So yeah, somebody was doing some troubleshooting here or something. Maybe they didn't realize the spark plug was off. It's probably not the case, but we got lots of spider's eggs here. We got a bunch up under the shroud. We got a bunch up underneath as well. I noticed that when I was looking under them. So they've been setting for a long time, unused. What, girls? What? What? Restless today. Anyway, so this is some kind of governor right here. And this will govern the speed whenever the throttle, whenever this thing's running. You know, the airflow will push this and govern it. So that's what that is. There's our head cylinders over here, our cylinder head, of course, and then there's our magneto. But again, this is a 2-stroke engine. I'm just going to open up this and see what kind of horrors we find under here. It's not crumbling. Okay, a lot of times these will just crumble to pieces, but that one's not. It's probably still, that's a good filter still. So, you know, I think I might do is actually just might cinch that cord up and put the spark plug on it and see if we can't just get it to fire over. Maybe it'll just fire up. I'm not even sure what ratio or gas or fuel to put in these. I don't even know, because they're a 2-stroke, so presumably I'm gonna need some kind of fuel oil mix, but I don't know what. So I'll have to look all that up. Not even sure. But yeah, cool. Here, maybe this will tell us. This will tell us right here. There we go. 32 to 1. Takes a 32 to 1 mix. lipstick. That smells like that might be pure gas. I know it's hard to tell just from a smell whether something's got some oil in it. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we're gonna dump it just in case and put some fresh in it. We'll mix up some 32-to-1 fresh. Make sure we put all these pulse hoses and everything back where they go when we put it all back together. I'm gonna see if I can get these to turn over, to spark, to do anything at all. This one right here is the most complete at the moment, the most put together. I don't know if it's got any gas or not. Let's try it. It's got some liquid in there, but I don't know how good it is. It looks kind of dirty-ish, but that just could be, that could be the oil content actually too. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if this one turns over and sparks. Open and close, so we want to go that way for open. Let's just go ahead and open it. Open the valve. Let some fuel down inside the carb. Actually, before we go sucking anything in there too, I want to make sure. I was gonna say I need to make sure that filter is not just garbage, because if that filter's garbage, it'll suck crap down in there. Now that filter looks okay. Actually, we'll go ahead and take it off for the moment while we're just messing with it, but it's not crumbling. We'll leave it off for just a second while we try to crank it. Well, we got a primer here, primer bulb on the front. Prime a little bit of fuel in it. Okay, I've actually got high hopes for this at the moment. I don't know why, but I do. What do we got here? We got, let's make sure that could use some lube, but it is free and it's working. And this appears to be working too. It's hard to see whether or not it is, but it sounds like it is. And still, I don't know what the hell this thing is. What is this? What is this thing? Somebody tell me, what is that? I can look it up, but I don't know. Doesn't sound like it's getting spark. That's what it sounds like to me. That could be either fuel delivery or it could be spark. This little thing comes out. I'm gonna spray some starter fluid in there. Now I know you don't want to run it too long on just starter fluid, because this is a 2-stroke. But I just want to see if it fires, because if it fires, then we've got spark. If it doesn't, then it's fuel delivery issue. This is going to be probably real tough for you to see, but we're just going to spray right inside of there. That ought to do it. And we don't want to lose that. Let's see what she does now. That's no spark. That's no spark. If this thing had spark, that would have fired off immediately. Let's go ahead and pull that. Okay. Okay, put that there. And we'll attach to this. And see, we need a solid connection to something. I think that screw will go to ground. Let's try that. No spark. No spark. So bad magneto, probably a magneto issue. Could be a spark plug, but it's doubtful. Let me grab a plug off of that one over there. Tell you what, I'll make sure it's grounded like this. So we're grabbing on that, and we will go to something grounded. Probably this guy. Let's try that. Let's see if that sparks. I don't see any spark at all. I don't see anything. Okay, that's magneto. So this one's got a magneto issue for sure. Some kind of magneto issue. We'll go ahead and pull this off, and maybe we can swap out magnetos. Or it might actually be better to maybe just check this one for spark before we go through all that. Now over here, there's gonna be a release for the ground for the magneto. So there should be a wire running from the magneto. Get all this mouse crap out of here, which isn't doing it any favor. Here's the ground right here. Here's the ground wire. So it runs off the magneto and over to here. That'll work right there. Okay. Kind of hard to tell. Give it a good crank. There we go. No spark. Same situation on both. There's definitely zero spark there. So same situation on both. We got no spark. Okay. So that's a magneto issue, most likely. This one has the ground completely off on the magneto, so that's not the problem. So I guess now I could test and see if the coil is open. I doubt that it's probably not a gap issue. Most likely, I could try a different spark plug. Let me grab a different spark plug. And it doesn't matter which kind of spark plug I use. I just need to see if there is a spark jump. And this one should do it. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and say right now it's probably not gonna spark. I think I saw a spark. Yep, I saw it and I can hear it. Look here. All right, ready? Hang on. Make sure that you can even see it. All right, watch right here. Yeah. There's definitely spark on that plug. So let's try with the original plug one more time. Is it possible we've got two bad spark plugs? The odds are not great for that being the problem. But at least the magneto is working. That's a real plus. Alright. This wire is just making sure that I've got a ground from the tip of this spark plug, so that's the only reason that's really here. But we want to see if that works now. Yep, we got spark. I saw spark for sure. Yeah, that plug had spark. That plug has spark for sure. So let's actually move this whole contraption. We know the plug's good. We know this wire's good. We'll move this over to this one now. And try this one more time. Okay, this one's still got 0 spark, even with the known good plug. So let's go ahead and pry off that magneto wire, the ground wire. If I can reach it. I'm gonna have to take that. I have to take this cover off to reach it. We'll have to close the fuel because that will come off. And we've got another screw on the back here. I can't forget to get the tank off. I was wondering about that loose screw on the other one. That's where it came from. It came from, there's another screw that goes back here on the back of the tank, or the shroud and tank combo. And this has probably got all kinds of crap. This was all gonna have to come apart anyway. I mean, really, what I probably should do is just start from the ground up and just take it all apart and clean it. And just do that, and then order whatever parts I need for it, which at this point is looking more and more like it's going to be a magneto. The fuel line's right here, coming off of this valve, and it comes off pretty. That's easily comes off there. All right, this thing is covered in spider eggs. And actually, there was very little fuel in that. I'm not sure. Nothing came out of here. When I opened this, you would have expected a little bit of fuel to pour out, but nothing did. But we did spray it though, so it should have fired off if it was going to do something. But let's go ahead and here's the ground wire for the magneto. Let's remove that and see if it sparks now. It occurs to me that this hook right here is probably part of a bagger system. That's my guess. And then this is where the bagger system attaches right here, and then it comes up and around, and that's got to be a support for the bagger system. Try it again. See if we get spark. Okay, bad magneto on this one. This one's got a good magneto, and it's got fuel in it. You know what? Let's see if this one pops off. Yeah, this one's got spark. It's going to at least fire. We'll probably have to clean out the carb, and obviously it's going to need a thorough cleaning. It needs to be sprayed off and all that. While I have this thing out, I'm going to lubricate this up here. There'll be a bearing in here. Let's see. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, that's part of the problem. That's getting bound up. Let's fix that properly. Tell you what, these things are nice, man. The way they're put together, fairly easy to work on, really. Yeah, the rope's just bound up. Yeah, the rope's bound up. That's what the problem is. Is this a backwards one? Alright, see that rope right there is all jacked. get past that. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Alright, what do you want to take bets that this one just fires off now? Okie dokie. Fuel line's on. We'll open this up. Open. Okay, we'll see if it pops off on its own without any help first. Get it out here away from some stuff too. Okay. Bets. First pull, second pull. Not at all. Let me know below. Here we go. And actually, I don't want to lose that, so I'm gonna put it somewhere where I'm sure I'll lose it, right? Instead of on the machine. It looks like maybe there's a bracket missing or something under here because I'm not feeling where it's supposed to go. Let's open up the breather. Let's see what's up with this. See if we're getting anything. And oh, I could have primed it. Forgot to prime it. Okay, let's try it now. Ooh, I wanted to do something. It sounded like it might have hit once. Hard to say. It could be flooded too. It could be I just flooded the hell out of it. And it could be bad gas. That wasn't all the way on. The boot wasn't all the way on, the spark plug. Alright, I'm going to spray some stuff in it. Okay, well, it's getting spark, it's getting fuel, or is it getting spark? Did I grab the wrong spark plug? Maybe that's what I did, because it's doing jack all right now. I mean, it did. You saw it, or did you? I don't know if you saw it or not. It's hard to tell what you're seeing. All right. Try it again. Of course, it could be that gas has water in it too. Maybe that's why it didn't fire off. Put this cover back on there. It might need that for... It might need that right there to get started. Nope. All right. Well, this one's wanting to be stubborn. That's weird. It's weird that you would have spark and you got fuel delivery, but nothing, you know. Check for spark one more time. I don't know. Sort of hoping at this point that there is no spark, just so at least I know what it is, you know. I'm not seeing any spark. Okay. Fuck, I don't know. Let's see. I'm not seeing any spark at all now. Nothing. Now it's got no spark. What the hell? So this one had spark earlier. This one had spark. So why does it not now? Okay, I say we test it one more time without that ground wire on there and see if that was causing the issue. There is no spark on this machine now. I guess let's take that magneto off of there and see what if there might be something we could do for it. I doubt it. It looks like both these machines are going to need magnetos. Okay. You see this? I don't know if you can see it or not, but this magneto is cracked. There's all sorts of little hairline cracks and stuff in here, and I think probably what has happened is moisture has gotten inside of here, and that's pretty much all she wrote by the time that happens to one. When they get cracks like that, I'm betting that's the problem right there. So we're definitely going to need a new magneto, I'm almost positive. But let me go check it with the meter. Here we go, that's a magnet. Ha ha, ha ha. Okay. Okay, it's doing something. Let me see there. You see how that's jumping? Resistance. If we put it on volts. See it jumping in volts? Want to move that past there? I saw over 1.5 volts. Let's see. Let's do maximum. Oh. All right. There's 2.4 volts. I think I might have even felt a little bit of shock there. Okay, so at this point, obviously, I surmised that we needed a couple of magnetos, went ahead and jumped online and ordered those up. Got the magnetos in, fixed both of these lawnmowers, filmed the entire episode, edited the whole thing, spent, honestly, days doing this because this was a long video. This thing was originally about an hour and 2 minutes, or hour and 3 minutes long. Edited it all. Deleted all the files that I used to edit it down, you know, because you don't need those, and they were huge because I did this all in 4K, and I had 2 different cameras, so it was 2 different cameras worth of 4K hour-long footage. So I usually have my hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes, you know, by the time this thing had been filmed and everything. So deleted everything. Then the file got corrupted as I was uploading it to YouTube, the final mixed down file. So what you just saw, the first 30 minutes or so of this, was video that I managed to recover using some, command prompts and going in. Actually, this has been an ordeal just to even get back what I've managed to get back so far. Now, I still had a couple of the clips left that were in. They were sitting in. Luckily, I don't know how, but they were sitting in the recycle bin. So I managed to restore a few of the files, but not all of the files because a lot of them had been overwritten by this time. And so I lucked out. I've got a little bit more to show you, but suffice it to say, both of these lawnmowers, they come out good in the end, and you'll see that just now. But just know that the second half of this video is salvaged footage pretty much, and I had this whole thing filmed. It was, this has been such an ordeal, dudes. And the first part of this, I'm lucky to even have any of this at all. So I hope you've enjoyed this video for what it's worth. But I mean, this is a tribute to the greatest lawn boy repair video. It was a great video. It really was. I wish you could have seen it the way it was supposed to be.
Uh, Sometimes you end up doing these things. I might even make a another video about how I managed to recover the MP4 file that I did manage to recover, or the part of this that I managed to recover. This is, like I said, this has been a an ordeal of the last couple days, but there's always something to fix, man, whether it's a lawnmower or whether it's an MP4 file. Okay, so we've skipped ahead a little bit here, and the magnetos for both of these machines have come in. At this point, I have cleaned this machine. I have actually painted that little cover that's on there. I painted also the top of the machine black. You know, it's looking a lot better than it did for sure, and also it's running pretty good. I'll show you what it runs like now. We'll get some gas in this thing and fire up this first of the two machines.
It's way better than it was. All right, we're losing daylight really rapidly, so we got to hurry this up. Okay, so we did manage to get this done before dark, and we got a couple runners here, so that'll do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, hit subscribe down below, and for now, we will see y'all later.